There are people who are angling out to be the 6th president of Kenya. As of now, you may find that we have about 20 people who have already declared their interest. As we go on, the number will increase, maybe up to 42. And then from there it will start decreasing, and on the election day, we will have not more than 10. But that being so, I want to make my small contribution on who will be the 6th president of Kenya. Take it to the bank. All banks you think, but not a river bank. Take it to Central Bank or even the World Bank. Anybody who is Ruto's age mate and older, you'll not be the president. And that includes Gachagua. Gachagua cannot be the president, will not be the president. He can be the president because if between now and 2027, for any reason, as stated in the Constitution, if we find that the seat is vacant, there will be no election. Gachagua will be the president for that period. And if he's the president even for 2 days, he'll be the 6th president. But I'm talking of the election in 2027. Anybody, if my understanding is right, I think Gachagua is older than Ruto, even if it is by days. So anybody who is 1 year younger than Ruto, and then unaendelea hivyo until my age and so on. If you think that person will be the 6th president, think again. That is one. Two, there is a certain age, although the current president, even before he took over, he started grooming that age. But I believe that that age is the one that will provide us the next president. Not necessarily from the president's side. If well groomed, we have people like Babu Owino. He's not on the president's side, but he's that age. If groomed properly, other people from other areas of that age group can take over. So, if you are the president age group and above, you'll not be the president. Another qualification for the next president. It is quite possible, and I'm placing it in 90s, 94%, 95% of the chances is that that individual has never been a member of KANU. Has never been a member of KANU. There are stories where J.J. Kamotho once said that KANU will rule for 100 years. And some people say that it is somehow true because look at the leaders we have today. And forget that age ya kina KJ, kina Ishungwa, kina Murkomen, kina Didmas Baraza, kina Cleophas Malala, kina Osoro. I'll talk about Osoro later. Forget that age. The leaders we have today, nani hajawahi kuwa kwa KANU? So, even right now, okay, if Ruto rules up to 2031, and somebody who has never been a member of KANU takes over in 2031, or 2032. It will be near 2033. And how many years are those? Those are 70 years of KANU rule. So when Kamoto said KANU will rule for 100 years, he'll have gotten 70% max. Another thing is that we are going to, in the future, we are going to have a kind of leadership, especially presidential, whereby the president is a professional politician, just like Kibaki. Somebody who has worked in politics his whole life. Not people who work elsewhere and then retire and later become politicians. We are going to that. Lastly, I want to talk about the tribe that the president will come from. We are moving out of tribal. You can see even up to today, if anything happens and both Wetangula and Mudavadi differs with Ruto, do you want to tell me that Luyas will en masse move out of Ruto? We are going to a situation where in future, nobody will have a chipping ground that from his tribe anasema, sasa mimi nakuja nafanya nini? ABCD. We are moving out of that. In fact, very soon, you'll find that where we'll say that if KHWATENGE is taken, then Bukusus are taken care of, it will not happen that way. And I want to at last say a theory which I think may work. The first president, Jomo Kenyatta, was a Kikuyu. The second, Daniel Arap Moi, was a Kalenjin. The third president, Kibaki, was a Kikuyu. The fourth was a Kikuyu, Uhuru Kenyatta, and the fifth, a Kalenjin. Is it possible in Kenya to have a president from any other tribe other than the two tribes? Yes, it can happen. And it can happen. I was thinking that a person like Sakaja could be the compromise candidate. But you see, Osoro, the way he messed with shooting people, I don't know whether he's the one who shot, but the shooting incident has permanently marred him from taking any other position. Sakaja, being the capital governor, you know, being the capital governor is a two-way sword. It can lead you into prosperity. You become so well and you become so well chanced for everything. And it can also lead you to a lot of bad luck. Because you spoil there, you are spoiled everywhere. Sakaja's handling of hawkers and whatever may be interpreted to targeting a certain tribe. Because if you find, and I want to draw some similarities between Sakaja and Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta is assumed to be a Kikuyu. But you see, there are so many stories. Mara sijui Kenyatta ni Ugandan, Mara Kenyatta is a Koitalel, Mara Kenyatta is a Maasai, Mara. I can tell you, when you use such information properly, then you can use that. Because Kenyatta would go to Maasais and say, I'm one of you. Kenyatta would go to Kalenjins and say, I'm one of you. And Kikuyu is the same. So you find such a person like Sakaja, he can be accepted. Although Sakaja is my tribe mate, I can comfortably say I am a Luhya, and at the same time I can comfortably say I'm a Kalenjin. That is how our tribe is. Mitachoni, that is my tribe. Now, Sakaja would have used that confusion, multi-tribe, but you see, doing things that may bring tension with one of the major tribes has blocked him. So I think the best way is that those young people in the opposition, I can only see a person like, there are many, but you see, in the opposition, the thing is that all lights have got to be dimmed, meanwhile, but in the ruling coalition, there are several. As I said, there's a chance when somebody can be groomed who is accepted, because if you are accepted by major tribes, Kikuyu, Kalenjins and whatever, and then you add your own tribe, and for a person like Sakaja, although he has already burned bridges, he would have used his supposedly confusion, whatever, using the way Kenyatta did, and he would have made it. But the problem is he wants to be a perfect Nairobi governor, which will block him from being the president. So for leaders, young leaders of that age group, of Ishungwa and Babu Owino, this is an opportunity to do what we call groundwork, so that you stand a high possibility of being the next president. Thank you.